Okay, so hey guys, this is part two of the things that I've learned in my previous relationship, and I hope you have seen the first episode, the first portion. So this is in continuation of that video. So part two of the things I've learned in my previous relationship. I think I've shared three of them, and the next thing I've learned with my previous was I've learned it's very important to give yourself and your partner freedom, or maybe not really the freedom, but what I mean is like free time to do the things that your partner likes. For example, going out with friends, going out with with co-workers, going out with friends and family is very important. Uh, why? Because I think it's an opportunity for you to to miss each other, especially if you're living together. You before with my previous relationship, we were living together, and oh, sorry. So you see every every morning after work you see each other, at night you sleep together, and then the next morning you see each other, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you see each other quite often. So I've learned that if your partner wants to go out with friends, co-workers, family, then go ahead, let your partner do that. um, yeah, that's one thing that I've learned, because before I am quite a possessive type of person, very jealous, clingy as well, and and there came a time that I get jealous when my partner goes out with friends, close friends, colleagues at work, from work, and even family members. So could you imagine that? Even family members, I get jealous. So after the relationship, I've learned that okay, we need time to still, if, even if we are already in a relationship, we still have time to, we still need a time to go out with other people. Not all the time that both of you, but majority of the time you should be together. But you just have to I'm sorry, this is not COVID. Okay, so just have to unwind for a little, and I know it's not every day that your partner and their workmates will go out. Most of the time you should be together. But again, that's one thing that I've learned. Giving time for yourself. You too. You want to go out with your best friend without bringing your partner. Go ahead, do that. Not all the time. Okay, so it's still a connection. It's still, especially if your relationship will not going to work in the future, and then you end up with a heartbroken. Then you go back to your friend, to your best friend, and yeah, even if you're in a relationship, you don't have to break ties. You still maintain that connection. So you date with your friends, often, even if you're already in a relationship. So that's important. I know people out there can actually relate that when a person is already in a relationship, the person will no longer join, um, the squad going out and all that, because the partner is possessive, get jealous and the like. I've learned that before. I'm very very jealous, so I was afraid that my partner will be stolen away from me, and other people may like my partner and like, and you know what I mean. That's the fear. You're just creating that. It's just all in your mind, and then you have there the trust. So if you trust the person, then that's not going to be a problem at all. Go ahead, because I trust you. If you love me, then you will not do that. You will not do those things to me. See, so it's really a big realization. So you don't have to worry about cheating. If your partner will cheat, eventually you will know that. Okay. So if he or she is infidel, or not true to you, and your partner is doing uh, dirty things in your relationship, don't worry, you will eventually know that. As they say, you can't contain a smoke, or you can't hide a smoke. Did I say it right? It would always come out, or it would always comes out. So no need to worry. So eventually, if you will cheat, then I will eventually know. I can feel it if you're cheating, or if you're going there. So you better watch out. And again, if you love me, if you're sincere, then you don't have to do that. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so that's another thing. And because before, going back to my previous experience, I'm very possessive. So it came to a point where my partner was like already deprived of his freedom. So parang, I think the term is nasasakal. I don't know what's the English, but yeah, nasasakal. So we don't want that to happen to us either. So we still have things that we like to do, even if you're already in a relationship. And if you support your partner, then go ahead. So yeah. And then next learning I would share. This is not really a learning, but maybe a tip. Somehow, give your best shot when you are in a relationship. This is not something I've learned. I have done this already. So when I'm in a relationship, I'm sorry, but my nose is quite itchy. I don't know why. But yeah, so it's best to give our best shot, best foot forward when we are in a relationship. The word effort is there. You always, you're not, because I'm the type of person who is not predictable. You don't know, if I'm in a relationship, you don't know the things that I can do for you, the surprises I can do for you, I can give you, and the like. So if my ex is watching this, I know you can relate to that. I mean, you can I know you can understand. I know you know it. So yeah, I for sure, I mean, my ex, I know for sure, if my ex is watching, yeah, we're friends actually. Yeah, so that's another thing. So going back, giving your best, because if the relationship will not work in the end after quite some time, you don't have to regret. You don't have to repent. You don't have to, though you may be heartbroken, you may feel sad, bad about it. It's normal reaction. But then later on, you would realize that, okay, you've done your best. You've given your best shot, your best effort to love the person. You've given your all. So no need to recall, like, if only I could have done this, if only I could have said this to my partner, if only I could have followed and the like, and then things like this. So see, you don't have regrets. You don't have thoughts about those things, what happened, because you have given it all. You have given your best shot. And I know things have advantages and disadvantages. When you give your best shot, your whole self, when the relationship gets over, you're broken into pieces. So this is a common advice that we heard from people: spare at least a portion of yourself not your all, not give it all, because if you break up, at least you still have a small piece left for yourself. So it's not that painful at all. But eventually, if you're in love, if you really love the person, and then the person and the relationship will not go well, you'd really feel bad. You would really get hurt because of love, and that's true love. Yeah, that's true. If 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 you and your partner broke up and then you didn't feel anything, you don't love the person. Yeah, but if you love the person very well, if and then you broke up for some reason, you would cry. You got heartbroken, and that is a manifestation of true love. I know you would understand and you would relate to that. So if it's true love, you would really give your best foot, best performance. I mean performance when you're in love, you know, how you care for the person, how you express your person. I mean your love for the person. That's what I mean. Okay, so excuse me, and yes, so maybe you can spare a little for yourself. That's also something I've learned that because when you're heartbroken, it's really difficult. I know you could relate to that if you've been heartbroken. It's really difficult to move on. Moving on is the hardest thing to do. Whatever. So yeah, it's difficult. I know you can relate to that. And yes, so I think those were to conclude. I think those were the things that I've learned from my previous relationship. Let me think if there are other things that I can share. But I think those were the major things I've learned from my previous relationship, and you know, just to also share my experience to. I mean, these things. I know that the people right now. I mean, to see you may also get something from out of it. That you think you can apply in your relationship or whatnot to make it better, or something you can do in your future relationship. So, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and that will be all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.